Yes.
Anyway.
So, what is Club Paradise about? It sounds like the words are very personal to you.
The words are very personal. They're not personal at all. The entire song, embarrassingly, was 100% filler. That's what it was.
Filler.
Explain that a little bit better. Didn't really have much of a meaning.
I basically completely sold out to that song. I'm not gonna lie. Which is why, which is why I was it was the last single that I ever recorded with this guy over here. No, okay. Well, let me just add a personal note to this whole thing. I don't regret doing that at all. You know, you did charge me a fee to come, session after session, but I think in the process you and I became a lot closer because of that song. And from that aspect, I don't regret it at all. I think we recorded a killer song and we became good friends in the process, so I can't regret that at all.
Okay,
I don't.
So, well, Tori just spilled. Okay, honey. All right. So my question is the song was called Club Paradise, and you sort of seem to have gotten the idea from one of Dad's shirts.
Abso-frickin-lutely.
But
that was a really good shirt.
Okay, but it's referring to Club Paradise in a completely different way. So I don't know. Did I catch you off? I don't mean to catch you off guard.
That Club Paradise is exactly. It's not religious at all.
You just like how Club Paradise, just the idea of Club Paradise sounded nice to you. So I don't know.
So it was originally like heaven or something, and then it turned into, what did it turn into? See, that's what I'm curious about, because I haven't listened to the lyrics too closely in a while. But I get the impression.
The T-shirt was an old T-shirt that my father had. What's the matter?
She's
an
not
old
very
T-shirt that
happy.
my father had that was kind of a silly Christian T-shirt that said Club Paradise members only.
Oh, okay.
And
There you go.
And then
Isn't members only an 80s thing?
I don't know about that.
Like, I get the impression it's a clothing thing. Whatever.
You're right, though. It sounds like a bad slogan or something of the 80s. Members only. Dun! And then the commercial ends.
So what were the lyrics about? Club Paradise.
I honestly, if you're asking me that question, I honestly don't remember the lyrics. I'm not gonna lie, because I feel that you contributed at least somewhat to the lyrics. I want to say you did. I'm not gonna don't quote me on that, but I want to say that you contributed at least somewhat. But Cindy, your original, the Club Paradise means it's nothing religious at all. And unbeknownst to me, there's actually a movie called Club Paradise. It was a B movie from '86, starring Robin Williams. I had no idea at all.
I didn't know that.
No. But go on IMDb, it'll prove it to you.
I do believe you. So we recorded a killer song. The song turned out well. Part of that, I did the drums. I think the drums are pretty crisp. Nice fat snare in there. And of course the other thing.
But that gets to the inconsistencies. We have a song where the verses are completely synthesized.
We had some synthesized drums too.
Okay, and then the actual... I'm just going to say that the mix probably didn't work. Of actual instruments with completely electronics. I would have either done it either or.
I don't know.
Totally with real instruments or totally with fake instruments.
I don't know. I think the mix worked out okay.
Okay.
But part of the reason,
but it's part of my thing with what we have just isn't good enough. And if we fixed it, I still wouldn't think it would be good enough. It's a flaw in my way of thinking where I always want to change something.
Yeah.
So.
Well, were you you got to work with J.E. Turek for the guitars. You got quite a little collection of guest artists in there. Had you worked much with him before, or did you know Mr. Elric before
I
that?
believe you did not.
Cindy is correct. I was aware of J.E. Turek from you and your involvement with the band called Disenchant.
Tori, no.
I was waiting for Tori to add.
I actually recall Derek referring to him as the guitar player, so... or something like that. So
How would I ever do that?
Before you knew who he was.
He was clearly either J.E. Turek or Pastor John times 2.
I remember you saying something. It was before you had met him. I think you were saying, "Yeah, the guitar player's coming on such and such day to record or something like that."
That is very possible. And then maybe after, right. And then you're just like, okay, if this is so-and-so, then I'm just going to tell you that I'm just going to warn you that he looks a lot like Pastor John. I think eventually we got to that point. And you were totally right, Cindy. I mean, come on.
He looks like Pastor John?
Absolutely. And at the wedding, they looked... I mean, there was something happening there when they looked at each other.
I don't know if Eric probably first came up with that, right?
Sounds like something that I would have come up with first, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that worked okay. You didn't have any major conflicts during... I mean, was he able to pick up on your ideas and bring them into fruition?
I asked him only one thing, to come up with a killer guitar solo, and I think he performed adequately. And he was a big fan of Van Halen, too. Maybe not a huge fan to the degree I was, but I started singing Van Halen during breaks, and he knew what I was singing, which added to the rapport. Plus, you and him jammed to Van Halen, I want to say.
Yeah, that's probably right. I mean, he was a fan of probably a similar era.
Exactly. So we got off great. I mean, that was awesome.
That's good.
So him moving to Florida obviously saddens me, but whatever.
Yeah, I was sad by that too. But that's a whole other discussion.
Yes.
So we got a good song out of it. Maybe we'll play it toward the end of this. But
I say no. Wait till I'm gone.
Okay, let's not do that then.
I have another question.
Yes, Cindy.
There was a little tension between you two while there was recording going on.
Sorry.
If you recall.
I don't
Any
remember the
comments on that?
specifics.
As far as me, I don't know.
I probably just didn't...
There was minor. There was a very small piece of minor tension happening.
Tori, stop.
I'm trying to remember. I think you came up with an itinerary saying, okay, if you're going to come by, this is what we need to do, okay? Or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't so much in the recording biz. It worked out pretty well. I mean, we got a good song out of it. I don't know.
Right, that was that was a minor snag. If me and you had any tensions over that year, it was just a minor sort of, I feel uninspired because you don't really know what you want. Because again, we're getting into the whole changing things.
Right.
If I'm going to change it every single time, then what's the point of even doing the song?
Well, Eric was telling me that you would come over without much of an idea and sit around and do nothing.
So you remember specifics that I don't even remember.
Yeah, he would stay
It all...
in the bathroom for an hour thinking. And it was kind of like a waste of time if you were coming over and nothing was getting done.
It seems like Tori wants her mama.
Well, she's... What's the matter?
See, Tori is not technically part of this radio broadcast, and I think that's upsetting her right now.
What's the matter? What?
I don't know how we're going to avoid this in the future.
I think it works. I'm just going to say that.
Well, that's good.
I think the baby adds to it. Gives us time to think. She can have her thing, and we'll be thinking about other things.
So how much money did you end up shelling out for this project?
I don't even remember. I don't even want to get into it, and I don't care. Honestly.
You don't want to get into it. Okay. That's fair enough.
I honestly don't even remember. I mean, it was like, what was it, like $20 a visit or something like that?
It ended up being quite a bit. I have a pretty good idea of how much you spent on it.
You became a rich guy over this.
I might have an official record of it on the computer, but that probably not. But it's probably best we don't talk about specifics.
That's true.
So what have you done with music lately?
I think we should quit the commercial and regroup. You have a cat on you. I mean, if that's not...
All right. So you want to wrap this little segment up?
What has Freddy Fredrickson done in music lately?
Yeah, what's he done lately? And what's the future of Freddy's Fancy?
Well, Freddy's Fancy is done. Freddy's Fancy was a one-hit wonder. Now, the members of Freddy's Fancy, that's a whole another issue. Now,
not only was it just one hit, but he only recorded one song. Luckily, that was a huge hit. But the members of Freddy's Fancy...
No, we did have... There was, when I was working at the theater a few years ago, we did have the potential of a band that kind of fell through. But it was a good experience just to be around people who actually knew how to play instruments and knew how to play them really well. So that was fun and everything. But then I left the theater about a year after that. So they've all gone on and done their own thing and whatever. I'm slowly but surely trying to push you into, getting back into the whole music thing, but you are predictably preoccupied with other things, which is understandable.
I am pretty preoccupied. What part in music did you want to do? You specifically?
Just more recording, man.
See, I'd be interested maybe in playing some stuff, but the recording, I mean, I don't really even have equipment anymore. My recording box is... The stop button doesn't work at all, or almost at all. But, I'm interested in, maybe playing some stuff just for fun, jamming. I don't have anyone to jam with these days. I don't know. But,
absolutely, man.
That's pretty much all I've got right now. And I just want to thank you for coming in here. Should I call you Derek or should I call you Freddy?
You can call me Freddy. Anytime you want Derek, he's right. He's not far by. Okay.
Freddy can get him telepathically.
Freddy, exactly.
Just channel him in.
Mm-hmm.
And to some, he's known as Big Uncle D.
Big Uncle D, especially to Tori.
D.
Well,
Freddy, I want to thank you for coming in, and hope to see you again in the future. Good luck with all your future endeavors.
Good luck with your future endeavors, and you will see a lot of me in the future. I'm not kidding about that.
Well, that sounds great. We're wrapping up here at about 7:15. Again, June 10th, Friday, and we're calling it eryo5 Radio.